These last couple of months, my production schedule has been so packed, covering all these new product releases and reviews, that I just haven't had time to share any of my vintage thrift finds. But that doesn't mean I haven't been thrifting. I'm always doing that. I just haven't taken time to create a video about any of my finds. I'm going to change that today. I want to share with you a vintage 1978 Merlin. First one I've ever owned, actually. That's next.
Keys of Fury is a brand new retro action beat-em-up typing game. Think Typing of the Dead meets Streets of Rage and you've got Keys of Fury. Whether you're a beginner typist or a 100 words per minute expert, Keys of Fury will leave you feeling like a typing master of key food. Hitting Steam for just $5 November 24th. Wish list now or purchase at keysoffury.com.
Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John, I am a Gen X Grown Up. Thank you for taking the time to click on this video. And if you did, it's likely because, like me, you fondly remember this little red gadget that looks like an early brick cell phone, the Merlin. I never actually owned one. It feels like every kid I knew who I visited did have one, so I only ever got to play it at their house, and I never had the instructions. Well, I was visiting a local toy shop called the Forgotten Toy Box here in Jacksonville, Florida the other day. Great folks over there. And they had a number of cool handheld gadgets, and I picked up several of them. One of them was this Merlin. And I've never actually had the instructions. As I mentioned, I never actually owned one, but I was always fascinated with it. But it was always one of those things we played while we're waiting for our turn to play the Atari. So I really didn't know how to play the games too well. I just knew it had 6 games and it was on the back of the controller. But this thing is not only boxed, the device is in here, it looks pretty clean, it has the instructions. I'm gonna play all 6 games. I wanna see exactly how they're supposed to be played and check it out. Let's go. Even as I'm recording this, I can almost see the comments. What's the big deal? Everybody and their cousin had a Merlin. Well, let me tell you, I wasn't everybody. I wasn't even one of the cousins. I'd never owned one of these. However, it's always been part of my childhood. I always remember playing with them, as I said, at somebody else's house. And so when I saw this one in tremendous condition, yeah, I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't pass it up. Merlin, 6 electronic games, vocabulary of space-age sounds. I think it has about 4 sounds. I don't know. Powerful computer brain, that part for sure. You can see down here on the bottom of the box, they list the 6 games that we're going to be checking out. And also you'll note that everything about this box is both English and French. And this particular one was 1979, it says down here. So I'm guessing maybe this one came from Canada, where there's a pretty even number of English and French speakers, depending on where you are in Canada. But luckily, there's nothing in it that's just in French, so I'll be okay to understand what's going on in the instructions. And we'll learn a lot more about these as we play through, but the 6 games are Tic Tac Toe, Music Machine, which is kind of a toy, not a game, Echo, which is basically Merlin, I think, kind of, Blackjack 13, always like this one, Magic Square, always drove me crazy, Mindbender, that's kind of like, what is that game called, Mastermind, yeah, like you have to figure out a code. So all 6 of these give you some variety, meaning it's not just one game. You have all these games that you can pick from, variable levels of difficulty, and I was just always fascinated with it. So let's take a look inside, shall we? There's Merlin, and you can see in the bottom now, the only thing that's missing really is, originally it would have had like a cardboard kind of, just a structure to hold it in place so it didn't bounce around the box under shipments. That original cardboard is gone, but we have the original Merlin, and of course we have the original instructions down here. And even the box is in decent condition. When I first opened this, I was a little worried because I opened up the manual here and oh no, it's all in French. Am I gonna have to translate all this or get out my Google Lens or try to interpret? But guess what? If you flip it around, there's an English manual on this side. So we're in good luck. And look, and I'm so happy to come across gadgets like this that have been taken care of. Like this manual doesn't have any water staining on it or anything. It just has age. And so not only do I have Merlin, and here's the middle, it switches over to French. Not only do I have a Merlin, not only can I play these games whenever I want, I can finally understand how the games work, not just punch the buttons until finally it seems to work, which is what I used to do. So let's take a closer look at Merlin before we start playing. So up top here is a speaker with a little grill here that would be kind of an earpiece if you're considering this to look like a phone. And then it has this ribbing that almost looks like it should bend. It doesn't. It's just that curvature. And then here's the play field. Everything gets done here. And if you look close, these 10 holes, or I guess 11 holes, 9 and then 10, 11, represent the different buttons you can press. They round from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can actually see, if you look in the corner, there's a teeny weeny little number there. Can you see those? Hopefully it's in focus enough. And then down here is how you navigate, like during the game and picking the game. And these, by the way, the ones I played as a kid didn't have the French on here, which makes me think this is probably from Canada. New game, same game, Hit Me, which is only used in a couple of games, and then Merlin, which kind of says, take your turn. That's how you tell Merlin to do what he's supposed to do. As we turn on the side here, I'm just kind of appreciating the lines, the contour of this thing with the slope up here and the deck and the slope down. It just felt like something that was too expensive for a kid to have, but it wasn't. That was part of the design. Now, it uses batteries. We'll take a look at the battery box in just a moment. But if you have the secondary AC adapter, you can plug it in that way. I never knew anybody that had the adapter, but we could power it that way. But the good news is this guy's supposed to work fine on the batteries, so we're not going to need to do that. And if we flip it around to this side, this is just the power on-off switch here, and that's it. That's all there is to see. The tour on the outside, very simple. 11 buttons, 4 option buttons, and a speaker, power, and a power switch, and a power in. And that's Merlin. But what about this battery box? Now, before we open it, I want to point out, this is all the instructions I ever had, which is what's printed here, I should say molded here on the back of the battery door, which just kind of tells you, all right, here are the 3 games, select for difficulty, here's 3 more games, select for difficulty. And beyond that, I just had to guess. Now, I've been able to read this manual, so I know, but the other part, I said condition here is really good, and I wasn't kidding. So let's get this battery box open and show you. There we go. Look at there. Look at there. Now, I picked up several things at the Forgotten Toy Box in this lot, and I would say this Merlin shows the best condition of the battery box, which tells me that either the owner just took good care of it, or maybe they had the AC adapter and they didn't put batteries in it, or maybe they just didn't leave them in there. They were smart enough to do that. But let's get some batteries in this one so we can play it. Okay, you ready? I sure am. Look, I've dimmed the lights here in the studio so you can see the bulbs inside of the Merlin come on. So I want you to be able to see what we're doing. Hey, there we go. Oh, the lights show up really good on camera, I think. Great. All right, so when you turn on Merlin, you say new game, and then you say which game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start with number 1, and that's Tic Tac Toe. Really simple. That's the one you want to play. Now, flashing means you. Solid means Merlin. So 10 just says it's ready. So then we start. You always want to grab the middle, I guess. So we have the center, and then you have to tell Merlin to take his turn by pushing the Merlin button. And he's going to go down there. All right, where do we want to go? How about we go over here? And you've got to tell him to take his turn. All right, we got to block him. Uh-oh, we're going to win. Look at this. Ha-ha, Merlin, you dummy. And we can still do it over here. And we've won. And that's it. It's tic-tac-toe. It's really simple. It's funny that it doesn't go on its own. After you've gone, you have to tell it to take its turn, which also means you can cheat. So if you want to play the same game, you push this new game button. Oh, sorry, you said same game button, rather. Same game. And if you never push Merlin, I can just win. You've got to... So, you know, it's got a smart computer brain, but not that smart. Not smart enough to know when it's his turn. Okay, what about a new game? Let's move on to number 2. The game 2 is called Music Machine. You just get to put in music that you want, and 0 is a rest, and 2 through 9 is an octave, I think, and 1 is a lower note. So, for example, I can go do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, rest, rest, do, and then I can go Merlin. It'll do what you want. And in the book, it actually has some songs you can put in. So why don't we do London Bridge is Falling Down, because that should be pretty simple. So I'm going to say new game. We're going to play Music Machine. All right, it's ready. So let's see what it needs. 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 0,
3, 4, 5, 0, 4, 5, 6, 0, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 0, 3, 0, 6, 0, 4, 2. All right. And if we've done it right, we should hear London Bridge. Let's try it. I think there was one note in there that sounded wrong at the beginning, but you get the idea. And so you can do up to 48 notes and program it, and it's going to play back. It's a toy. Make up your own music, you know? New game, do it again. Just do whatever the heck you want. Play it. Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to game 3. That's called Echo. So we're going to say new game 3. So what it's going to do is it's going to play a series of tones, and you have to play them back. And it's waiting, the 1, 0, and 10 here are waiting for me to pick a difficulty, and that's how many notes. So we'll do like a 4. All right, and so we say, go Merlin. Okay, do I know that? All right, so remember, it's doon, 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 doon. It liked it. Same game. How many notes? Let's do 5. Go Merlin. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. And we did it. So that's Echo. Like, no one of these games is going to be captivating. But collectively, you know, the variety, I think is, for me anyway, it's pretty cool. What about the next game? That's Blackjack 13. This is the one that I actually knew how to play as a kid and would play a lot because it's a progressive game and it's pretty smart. So I'm going to say new game 4. Okay, now, right away you see there's a solid light. That's Merlin. So he has 8 points. So that's the 8. And I have 2. So the goal is to get 13 without going over. It's playing blackjack, but up to 13 points. So I have 2. Do I want to stay on 2? Well, I've already lost to him if I do that. Oh, by the way, we both have 5 chips, and you'll see how that comes into play in a second. You're actually trying to win by getting his 5 chips. So 2 is not enough. I'm going to say hit me. So now I have 6 and 2. That's 8. I'm going to try to hit, just in case. All right, we're good. So that's 9. So all we have to do is him not to... He's probably going to bust if I do. So I'm going to say Merlin. He didn't. So he beat me. So he had the 8 and the 5, so we get 13. He's perfect. So I've lost 1. So now when I say same game for the next hand, what's going to happen is how many chips I have will light up. And since I started with 5, it'll say 4. Watch. There's the 4. So that's how many chips I have. So here I have 1, hit me. Now I have 4, hit me. I have 9, All right, so I won 1. So now I'm up to 5 chips. And I'll verify that, because he busted. I'll verify that when I say same game, and the 5 will briefly light up. See it? All right, so now I have a 9. I'm going to stay there. You can go, Merlin. There we go. I won again, because he busted. See, he got 10, 3, 14, right? Or no, 6, 17. All right, so when I say same game, it should say I have 6 chips. Perfect. So now 6, I'm going to try to hit me. Oh, I busted because I got the 8. All right, go again. I'm back down to 5. So here I have 4 chips. I'm going to say hit me. All right, so I got a 4 and the 7. Let's try that. All right, I won again, so I should be, let's see where I'm at. Up to 6 because I lost 1 at 1-1. So let's, 6, go ahead. All right, 6, 9, that's not bad. Let Merlin go. I think he won that one, right? Yep, I'm still at 6. Oh, maybe there's a push. We got the tie. So I have an 8. There's a lot that can hurt me. Let's try. All right, just got a 2. That's a 10. All right, that's a win. Same game. Showed that I have now 7 chips. That's a 6. Let's hit me. Oh, he got me. So now I should be down to 5. Yep. Or on 7. Sorry, I got him wrong. 7, this should be 6. So I have 2. Hit me. Oh, that's 12. 2 and 10. Great. There we go. Now I'm up to 7. Oh, I got a 10. I'm staying there. Oh, he got me. Back down to 6 chips. I got a 2. Hit me. 7. A lot of these can hurt me. I'm going to stay. No, he got me. All right, now back down to 5 chips. There's a 3. That's hit me. Oh, that's... 7. Too many can hurt me. You know, the 5 is already gone. I'm going to stay. Hey, it worked because he busted. He got the 10. Now I'm up to 6 chips. Hit me. Hit me. Ooh, let's stay there. Nope, he got it. Back down to 5 chips. We'll see if I can win this. I'm gonna try. Let's see. I have an 8. Let's stay there. Oh, he got me again. One of us is gonna lose. So I have a 4, hit me. Ouch, I got the 10. The only one that could hurt me. So I'm down to 3 chips. I have 3, hit me. That's 10, or 9, I guess. Oh. Down to 2 chips. This is looking bad. So I have a 10. I'm going to stay there. He got me again. Last chip. All right, so I have a 4. Hit me. Now I have 5. Oh! So he got me. So now when you hit same game, I've lost. So Merlin got all 10 chips, and I lost all 5 of mine. So one or the other, you try to beat Merlin. This is the one that I would play the most at my friend's house because I understood it. And it's pretty cool. Just 2 more games. The next one is Magic Square. I never figured out a good way to solve this, but it's game 5. So we say new game 5. All right. Now here's the deal. You want to light up this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just those. And when you push any given light, it changes lights around it. So if you push a corner, it's going to toggle him and all of his neighbors. So you'll do 3. It'll get these 4 will all toggle state. The corners, any of the corners will toggle the square that they're in. Any of the edges will toggle the ones in a row. You see what I mean? So right now, since these 3 are on and this is off, if I hit this one, these will all reverse. Those 3 are off and that's on. Same thing down here. 2 on, 2 off. That'll toggle. 2 on, 2 off there. And on the sides, you see how right now none of those are on? If I hit this, all 3 will come on. So ultimately, the goal is to get just that square done. And it's like a Rubik's Cube. It drives me mad, but I love it. So I could sit all day and try to do it. I can tell you I was never any good at it. So I'm not going to waste your time and try. Like, see, I'm down just a couple, and then when I do this one, oh no, let's try to toggle those. And I'm sure there's a method to the madness, but you get the idea. If you were good at this, you're probably watching me and going, what are you doing? Don't do that. Click this one. You're 1 move away. I may have been. I may have been. Last one. Let's give it a shot. New game. Game 6. So this is basically Mastermind. They call it Mindbender. And so when you start, when it's saying 0 and 10, it's saying pick a level. So how many notes or how many numbers do you want it to select? And then it's going to tell you if you get any right, or if you get any right, if you get some right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with level 2. So there are 2 numbers in the combination. So I'm going to try pushing 1, 1, 2. So an error, and none of these 9 lights lit up. Let's try 3, 4. Nothing. 5, 6. 7, 8. 9. Oh, wait. There's 1 light. 7. Okay. 7, 8. Okay. So one of those was right. I think it was the 8. So let's try 8, 1. It's not the 8. 7, 1. All right. So we know the 7's in it. 7, 9. There was it. 7, 9. We got 2 right. All right. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to do new game. Again, we're doing Mastermind or Mindbender, whatever it's called. And we're going to do difficulty 3. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3. So only 1 lit up. So one of those is right. So let's try 4, 4, 5, 6. 2 of those are right. We don't know which ones. And I think the blinking, I think one of them says it's right in the right place, and one of them just says it's right. So that's how the Mastermind thing works. So let's see. So 6, or 3, 4, 5 rather. One of them is right, but not in the right place. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so 1 is one of them. So I know 1 is one of them. Let's try 1, 4, 5. Oh, 2 of them are right. So 1, 4, 5. The 1 isn't first. So 5, 4, 1. Not sure. So let's isolate the 4. All right. So we know the 4 is not in it. So let's isolate the 5. We know the 5 is the first number. So 5, 1, 2. 2 of them are right. Probably 5, 1. So 5, 1, 3. 5, 1, 4. 5, 1, 6. We got it. 5, 1, 6. 3 right and 3 in the right place. And that's it. And that's Mindbender. So when you've got a little Merlin, you have all 6 of those games. Plus you have the cool instruction manual. And now if you have it and don't have the instruction manual, now you know how to play these games. I can tell you, I'm going to be playing plenty. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I'm going to wrap this video up.
It's time. I've got to go right now. Okay. No, I'll call you back. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's goofy because it looks like a cell phone. Even before we knew what a cell phone was, it looked like a phone, looked like a handset. And as a kid, you could have something like this that felt like this space age technology. And it kind of was, for me at least, in the late 70s and early 80s. And now, I don't have to remember what it was like at other kids' houses. I have one. And I'm so tickled. This is one of those, I've often talked about, and you get something like this and it goes on the shelf or on display. This is great. Batteries, all 6 AA batteries are staying in this thing, and I can see it sitting on the table or the nightstand or the bathroom, wherever it is that you have to kill time. I'll be playing a lot more Merlin. Look, I love doing thrift finds and pickups. If you enjoy this kind of video, there's plenty more. A couple over my shoulders here and here you can click on right now. Be sure you're subscribed and you'll see when I do more. Meanwhile, I hope you found something to enjoy in this video, of course. I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.